Well, if you ask me where I come from, here's what I tell everyone. I was born by God's dear grace in an extraordinary place where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly.
And good afternoon and welcome to the Prevention Corner. My name is Rich Coleman. I am so excited that we are here with the V.A.Hospital representative, Mr. Derek Atkinson, right?
That's right. Thanks, Rich.
We are here going to talk about something very special. We've been so fortunate to have 3 shows that we've done with the VA personnel and the response from the community. Thank you so much for all of your emails and those who have been responding, seeing the programs that we offered, about the services that are provided there, the mental health services and eHealthy Vet. Those 3 services and access to them. The app that is online that you have access to as well. All of those great resources. This is the young man that was behind all the setup for all of those interviews. And also, I want to say again on camera, as we've talked with our other vets who were the part of this, thank you again for your service as a vet for America and all of those who have been involved in this process. We are going to talk about something very special that's coming up in February. The February 10th through the 16th is the National Salute to Veterans Week. And we are so fortunate to have here in Ypsilanti, coming up on the 10th of February, a special concert by one of our famous country western artists, Mr. Tippins, that's coming in to do this concert. And Derek, thank you so much for being on the Prevention Corner with us again tonight. Talk to us about this event coming up on April 10th. I know that Pease Auditorium is our location, fantastic location for music. Talk to us about all the mechanics of what's at hand.
Yeah, so we're really excited, first of all. The whole week is this national event throughout all the country at every single VA medical center, the National Salute to Veterans Week. And essentially what it is we invite community members, government leaders, local celebrities, we invite them into the VA medical centers to come and meet our veterans, to hang out and to say thank you. Thank you for your service and thank you for your sacrifice to our country. And we're really, really appreciative of that. So along with that, our guests come in and they go around and they visit with the veterans on the inpatient units, in the waiting areas. Basically, wherever there's a veteran at the hospital, they come by and shake their hand and say thank you. Sometimes they bring some nice little goodies for them. And then part of that week is something called the Valentine's for Veterans concert series. So again, this is kind of wrapped up in that entire week. It's a national concert series. This year we were one of 17 locations that were selected for a concert. So our leadership at the VA and Arbor healthcare system essentially said, hey, we would really like to have one of those concerts. So we put in the paperwork and we went through the process, and thankfully we were selected.
That's amazing.
It's really exciting. And on top of that, we were also able to get someone of the caliber of Tippins. Tippins is a big-time country star,
yes, he is.
But more importantly, he's a big-time veteran advocate. So this guy is pretty amazing. Everything that I've heard from the folks that have worked with him previously in past years during the same week just said he's the most down-to-earth guy. He just spends so much time hanging out with our veterans. Something that's really cool about his concert is that during the show, he builds a bike and he gives it away to Toys for Tots. Yeah, so it's really cool. So he's his own person, but it's so exciting. He'll be up there, he'll sing a couple songs, he'll stop, he'll start working on his bike, turn in the wrench, and he'll go back, sing a couple more songs, and throughout the show, he'll continue to do this. And at the end of the show, he'll have this full bicycle ready to give to the Marines for Toys for Tots.
And we're going to have some of his music and photos of Aaron as well, and some of the concerts that we have access to. And when you look at your website, and it has links from the VA.gov website to this whole series of concerts that are going on and what it's all about. And what the other artists who have been involved with this. Now this is 17 years so far. I think that's what I read. 17 years that they have been hosting these concerts around the country for veterans. And what I love about this process, and we're going to put all the information up on the screen, that for our local veterans, it's free for the veterans and their families. And there's a ticket process that we're going to put the information up, how you can apply in advance and get all of your tickets to be able to come to the event and all of the festivities that go along with it. And then later, after, I think it's the 22nd of January from everything I've read, is when the tickets go on sale to the public. So at the time of this airing, we're encouraging all of our veterans, get involved, find out how to get access to the tickets, because there are several numbers that we'll put in the website and all the contact information. But how important is this to our vets to have something like this?
Well, I think it's extremely important. I mean, you go back to the Vietnam days, and a lot of those veterans weren't treated fairly and treated pretty disgracefully when they got back to America from after serving their country in Vietnam. And I think you've seen a drastic change in that throughout the country. So nowadays, when veterans of my population, my demographic, come back from Afghanistan, Iraq, and other places, they're welcomed. And that is just absolutely awesome. So this is just another opportunity for that, for us just to say, hey, thank you. Number one, we're honored to serve you. Let us provide you with the best health care that we can provide you with, and let us honor you, let us serve you, and that's what this concert is all about. We want people to know that we're here in Ann Arbor, we're here to provide health care for veterans, and we also do some fun things as well, including this concert. We do a bunch of various different things like that. So overall, it's just a great opportunity for us to say thank you to our veterans, and for our local community here in Ann Arbor and Washtenaw County to kind of join forces with us and say thank you as well. And Eastern Michigan has been absolutely wonderful to work with. They really helped us out, walking us through this process of getting this concert set up, and we're also partnering up with the Eastern Michigan University Student Veterans Association.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so it's not just a government VA Ann Arbor thing, it's also Eastern Michigan Student Veterans thing as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of good years for me at Eastern. I used to work there and very involved in a lot of the student activities, as well as the absolute camaraderie of the campus community and wrapping their arms around an event like this. So when I saw that, I knew that this was the perfect location. And as a musician, Pease Auditorium has some of the fantastic best around acoustics. When they have refurbed that facility and where it is at today as far as the acoustics, the sound in that building, I've been to some great concerts in there. So for those who are coming out, you're going to really enjoy hearing Aaron on that stage, because it is a great place to hear music. But one of the things that happens behind the scenes when you have events like this, and I like all of the sponsorship that we saw at the website that talks about the nationwide initiative and the sponsors that are involved. This event with the Valentine's for Veterans Concert, the Foundation for American Veterans, the Delphi World Headquarters, and Customer Care Good Charity Inc. Are there local affiliates that's connected? Because we know that we have a Delphi here in Michigan. But talk to us about the Foundation for American Veterans. What is that organization?
Sure. So the Foundation for American Veterans is another veteran service organization. So I guess it's comparable to like the American Legion or VFW or something of that nature. A lot of the guys from the organization volunteer in the medical center. So one of our volunteers, Paul Jingosian, he is pretty involved with the foundation, and they just do a lot of good things for our veterans. Just not with this event, but also with other events. Taking care of veterans by providing meals and providing clothing and things of that nature, because we have a clothing locker at our facility for veterans who may need that, particularly those veterans who may be in our homeless program. we have a pretty robust homeless program, as that is one of the VA's main outreach goals is to make sure that there's no veteran that is homeless by 2015. Because really those two words should not go together, veteran and homeless. So
you know, I was amazed when we did the programming a couple of months ago when we were talking with the homeless vet coordinator. Just here in Washington County, over 700 homeless vets. That number was staggering. I was like, wow. You know, and then the locations, because you know, in our line of work with law enforcement and emergency services, we know where a lot of the vets are and that are homeless. And we've seen a lot of different things that have happened with reaching out, particularly as we just came through the holidays, with reaching out to those who might be in need. It is an amazing, amazing endeavor, but I think a lot of people are surprised when they hear how many right here in Washington County, and the services that are available through the VA for all of the personnel who may need that assistance. Let's talk a little bit more about the services there, because one of the things that I'm always concerned about, and we talked about this a little before with some of the personnel, about those community members who may want to reach out to help the vets as well as the V.A.Hospital. In your line as a public relations officer, you see a lot of the scams that come across with all of the national campaigns. If the individuals who are out there watching will want to help with contributing to the VA, at your website, are there all the reputable sources and charities that individuals, if they would like to provide a donation or to help out, those charities are listed at your website, correct?
Well, actually, so we are more of the organization ourselves. So, you know, we work with a lot of our community partners, such as the Foundation for American Veterans, the American Legion, and things of that nature. But you know, we don't really solicit for donations for those organizations. So we work with them. We work with them a lot, and pretty much every aspect of our work day. You know, I mentioned the volunteer program, and that's really kind of what the National Salute for Veterans Week is all about. It's an opportunity for us to invite community members like yourself and community members who may be watching your program into the VA Medical Center and just say, hey, I'm here, I'm willing to help. They can come in, sign a little piece of paper, and they can get set up into some sort of program volunteering. So we have volunteers that serve in all different kinds of aspects, from you know, working in an office to working on and serving on the executive leadership committee. So you know, the strategic goals that we set as an organization, we make sure that we have veterans' input on that. It's important for us to get the local veteran, the veterans who are using our service, to get their input on that. So a lot of those organizations, as I mentioned, like the Foundation and American Legion and Marine Corps League and folks like that, a lot of them are kind of intertwined with our healthcare system, meaning that, you know, they'll come in, they'll volunteer, and then they donate all the hours that they earn to their organization. So, you know, at the end of the year, you know, the Marine Corps League or American Legion or something may have, you know, a couple thousand hours of volunteer hours because, you know, their dedicated members come in and volunteer on their organization's behalf. So that's really kind of how we work with the service organizations. And, you know, I have a pretty good relationship with all of the county service officers. So right here in Washtenaw County, Michael Smith, he's the, you know, Mike, he's the veteran service officer here for the county, and he does a lot of great work, as well as all the other county service officers throughout the state. We also work with the state of Michigan, and really it's just, you know, we're all on the same goal here. You know, our goal is to honor America's veterans. So we work with whoever is willing to come alongside us and help us to accomplish that mission.
So we are going to wrapping down then with this next theater of war, 2014 is when we come out of Afghanistan, right?
Yes, I believe so.
And so all of those vets that are coming home, the families have access to all of those services, this event, and many others that are listed at the website. And this, you know, and getting back to this event and that week, do we have other activities going on as I was looking at the website, because there's things that you can come into the VA hospital during this special week of the 10th through the 16th of February. The community can come in and to be a part of those as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so the overall goal of the National Salute Week is, again, to just reach out to the community and say, hey, we would like for you to come in and learn more about what we're about in serving America's veterans. So if there's a community organization that would like to bring in a group and go around and visit with veterans, you know, we have all sorts of different civic groups come in, schools come in. Just last week we had the Saline swimming and diving team come in, and they just go around, they visit with the veterans, and the veterans just love it. You know, just imagine being in a hospital bed and, you know, perhaps being down, you know, being a little depressed, especially through the holiday time, and then just have a visit from, you know, let's say, you know, the Saline swimming team, or, you know, on New Year's Eve, we had the USA hockey team come in, the development hockey team here in Ann Arbor. So that's really kind of what the week is about. So last year, during this week, we had the governor come through. Yes. Governor Snyder came through. He signed some autographs, and he just spent some time with our veterans just to say thank you for your service. And then he just kind of talked to them about some of the things that he's doing at the state level for veterans and for veteran benefits. We also had Congressman Dingell, Congressman Wahlberg. We also had Miss Michigan came through, Elizabeth Wertenbacher from Dundee, the Eastern Michigan football team, including former U of M and NFL running back Mike Hart.
Yes.
He came through, and again, they just came through and spent some time with the veterans, said thank you for your service, and then just kind of brought the awareness about to their players. And you know, I think the cool thing is that I know how much our veterans enjoy it to see someone like Mike Hart or the governor come through. But I think it's mutual. I think the governor or Mike Hart or anybody else who comes through would walk away saying, wow, these veterans are really awesome. And it was really an excellent opportunity for me to go and say hi to them. So I would encourage anybody in the community who wants to come in, just give us a phone call. I'm sure you'll put the number up on the screen there. And just say, hey, my church or my group or whatever, we would like to come in and visit with some veterans, and we can set that up.
Okay, but I'll tell you what, we're going to pause here for just a second. We got a public service announcement, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this event coming up on February 10th here at Eastern Michigan University Pease Auditorium, a concert with Mr. Aaron Tippins, a country western megastar coming into our area to provide a great free concert for our vets, and more information for our public ticket dates and times that you can purchase those tickets. We'll be right back.
It's a big old land with countless dreams, and happiness ain't out of reach. Hard work pays off the way it should. Yeah, I've seen enough to know that we've got it good, where the stars and the stripes and the eagle fly. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that still echoes the pride.
And we are back here with my good friend Derek Atkinson from the V.A. Hospital, and helping to help promote this great event coming up on February 10th, the Valentine's for Veteran concert with Aaron Tippins at the Pease Auditorium at the Eastern Michigan University campus. If you Google it, you can find it directly right there on campus. Very easy to find. Starting at 2 p.m. on February 10th there at Pease Auditorium. Aaron, when we talk about this Valentine event, and as I was looking at some of the past performers, and we were talking earlier about some of the great artists who have been involved with these concerts before, Lee Greenwood, Aaron Tippins, the R&B legend, the Platters, Little Anthony and the Imperials, the Spinners, the Latin pop group John Cicada, American Idol finalist Matt Gerard, all performed at these concerts around the country. And of these 17 venues, we have one coming up right here in Washington County at Eastern Michigan University. We thank them so much for their sponsorship and their assistance with planning. I know they got such a great staff and everybody who's up there helping out. With your efforts that's been involved with reaching out to those families and reaching out to the vets, what more can we do to not only reach out to help invite and be a part for this, but we talked about volunteering, we talked about the organizations around the community that can come in and assist and be a part of the ongoing efforts there. Are there time frames of when you might need assistance more than others? Or is it just 24/7, round the clock? If you're available to come and sit and share and be a part of a vet's life that may not have any other family around, that opportunity is there. Is that pretty much how it works, coming through as volunteer?
Yeah, pretty much, Rich. We're pretty flexible. We just want folks who want to come in. We want them on our team. There's all kinds of different opportunities, and as I mentioned, we're pretty flexible. So if you have a couple hours a month, that's okay. If you have, for example, we have some volunteers that pretty much come in, a few hours a day, and may help out and do various things. So if you can commit 1 hour a week, if you can commit 40, it really doesn't matter. We just want you to come in and help us accomplish our mission. And as I mentioned before, there's a lot of different opportunities. One of the more unique opportunities is something we call No Veteran Dies Alone. And it's a really cool program, and this is something that is done by volunteers. Essentially what it is it's an opportunity for a veteran who may be nearing the final stage of their lives to have company. Some of these veterans may not have family around, or they may have family that are there, but it's such a difficult time that they may need a break.
Yeah.
They may need to go home and get some sleep or something of that nature. So what we do is we have volunteers on call 24/7. So let's say a family needs to go home and get some sleep at 2 a.m. Well, we're going to have someone be there to be with that veteran. So we have a list of volunteers that we can call up on, and they come in and they spend time with that veteran until the family comes back, or if the veteran doesn't have any family, we have someone there with them 24/7 until that veteran goes on to his next final resting place. So that's one unique program. But as I mentioned, there's a lot of different opportunities. Some veterans they deliver mail for us. Other veterans, as I mentioned, are on the executive leadership committee. So these veterans are essentially veteran advisors to our senior management team, letting them know the veteran's perspective on deliveries of care, different events, things of that nature. So it's a wide and varied opportunity. We also have youth volunteers that come in, and this last year we had a youth volunteer who was awarded a $20,000 scholarship through the VA for her 1,200 plus hours that she's committed in her young 18 years of living. She's been there more than 1,200 hours at the VA.
Amazing. That's a lot of hours. Just that's, when you get a commitment like that and that drive, because there's so much good from just being there with someone who may not have anybody there.
Absolutely.
It goes such a long way.
Oh, absolutely.
Such a long way. So we hear that there are volunteer opportunities. If you've got time, if you've got a church group, if you've got a part of a civic organization or some type of group that you are looking for something to do, I think we found something that we can get everybody involved with. We hit that lull after the holidays. Okay, what do we do now? What are our 2013 plans and beyond? Helping out at the V.A.Hospital. It is a fantastic, beautiful facility.
Well, thank you,
It is absolutely. I love going there, and whenever I'm there, I always get a chance to talk to a lot of the vets and just stand there and just talk with them and shake their hand and just see how they're doing. Anything I can do for them, I always extend that invitation. And so that's something that I always feel very welcome, knowing that my father was a vet. And we talked about this.
Yes.
My father-in-law was a World War II vet who just turned 92 this year. So at some point when we bring him here, we're definitely going to bring him over so that he can visit and see the site.
Yeah, we'd love that. That'd be great.
Because I know that he would appreciate being able to see all of the great things that's going on there. And we're going to wrap up here just in a few moments, and we're going to go through what the activities are and the event coming up on our big event, February 10th, that special week that's going on. Pease Auditorium. Everybody's welcome?
Everybody is welcome. So right now we are giving tickets to veterans on January 22nd. All the tickets will open up to the general public and the VA staff to come in get tickets. Tickets are complimentary, so anybody can come, and we have some special guests. Bubba from W4 Country, 102.9. He's going to be our MC for the event.
Okay.
And we're working with W4 Country on getting the word out as well. So Bubba will be there. We'll also have one of our staff members will be singing the national anthem. He's a recording artist himself, so he'll be able to sing. So it's just a lot of people coming together for a common good.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about, just all of us coming together, just saying thank you, and then also letting them know about the opportunities that we have to volunteer at the VA. Anyone can come and volunteer. It will just take a few minutes to fill out a form, and then you're ready to go. And as we mentioned, you can do 1 hour a week, or you can do a lot of hours a week. It's really on your schedule. So we're really excited. We're going to have some special guests come through during the week of National Salute. We've invited a lot of those same people as last year, but we've also invited some other folks. So I'll let you know who those folks will be.
Please do. Absolutely. Absolutely. We'd love to be able to make sure that we help promote that. Again, thank you so much, Derek, for being on with us today. We are going to be putting all of the information up on the screen of how you can get access to the tickets, the telephone numbers, the websites that you can get all of the information about volunteering, but also this incredible national salute to veterans and the patients that starts February 10th and goes through the 16th. My name is Rich Coleman. I'm the host of the Prevention Corner. It's been my humble pleasure to be a part of this effort to help promote, once again, our great work by the V.A.Hospital for all of our VA families and those individuals who have served and for those who have made that ultimate sacrifice. Please, we want to make sure that all of our families get out to enjoy this special event. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time here at the Prevention Corner. If you'd like more information, hit me up at preventioncorner@writeme.com. Thanks so much. Be well.
Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe. And there's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. I pledge allegiance to this flag